Hello, happy full moon. I'm wearing my long sleeve and dying.
I am not.
Because it's fine. It's 80 degrees. So
it is, yeah.
This is my first time wearing it.
Oh, it looks nice and cozy.
Thanks. Hello, this is Sid. Go watch my vlog with her that I put up today. We read. Oh, you have the book of the month. That's why you were like so upset.
Just scared Avi.
Oh,
me hitting the book. I know, your edition's so pretty. Mine was just book of the month.
Yeah, I'm glad I got this one.
Yeah. Is it shiny too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then the end papers.
Yeah, I'm so upset about it.
So you read this for your Patreon book club?
Yes, and I was. It's funny, like everyone doesn't know it. Jen, you know, I was just desperately trying to. I actually tried to match this up with the same month as the full moon book club, so I didn't have to wait so long in between live shows. But I absolutely messed it up and was a month early for my book club. So there was an effort.
There was definitely an effort. If you hear stuff in the background, that's Joey's foil making mini tacos.
Hi, Joey.
I am not a milk toast.
Did you see the video I sent you?
No, I have not. I literally, we just walked in the door.
Okay, yeah, I sent you 3 videos of his reaction.
Oh my god,
calling him milk toast. It didn't go as naturally as I thought it would because I couldn't wait.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, Sid taught me what milk toast means today, y'all. Yes. I was like, I've never.
I guarantee you, Sid is the only one that knows what milk toast is.
You know milk toast.
Okay.
Hi, Caleb.
Hey, what up?
You're scary.
Let us know in the comments what you guys rated it. Do you know my rating? Did you look on Goodreads? Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't think. Wait, no. You gave it 4?
Yeah.
You gave it 4. I gave it 3. Not wild. It was one of my most anticipated.
Oh, you gave it a 3?
Yeah.
I was focused on trying to look a little bit less homeless, but this is what's happening. It's fine.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.
That's fair.
I'm
go ahead.
Really freaking sad about it though, because this was one of my most highly anticipated, and that always happens. It happened with She Is a Haunting.
Because you build it up a little bit.
A lot of it.
What did you give her other book? What?
5.
Oh, did you really?
I love The Lost Apothecary. That's the thing. I couldn't stop comparing it because they were so similar, I feel like. You've read it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
I've given both of her books 4 stars.
Okay. Yeah, I really loved. Oh my God! Happy 2 years of Full Moon Book Club.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I chose this book because my very first book was The Lost Apothecary. Yeah, I preferred the dual timeline situation as opposed to 2 perspectives in the same timeline.
That's fair.
I just really liked how she did that. And the audiobook, did you listen to the audiobook?
Yeah.
I hated Mr. Morley's perspective, the narrator for that.
His voice was, I've never had a narrator sound like him before.
It was so muffled. I couldn't speed it up.
It was muffled, but it was also I don't know, his voice sounded like he should be narrating a serial killer's perspective. Very flat, no no cadence. It was I don't know. It felt very just it didn't match in my opinion.
Yeah, no. I imagine Mr. Morley quirkier.
Yeah.
With a little monocle, whatever.
Well, yeah, and he's so self-conscious and I don't know, that voice sounded too much like he was attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And knew he was attractive. I don't know. That it didn't match in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Hello. Hi, Steph. Not read this book.
I have not read this book.
I feel like you might like it. I mean, it has the creepy vibes. I was there for the vibes, but the plot, the romance, why was there a romance? I just did not think that was necessary.
What chemistry?
Literally. And it was like, it took me out of the story. It didn't need to be there.
Yeah. I mean, there were definitely a couple, I mean, well, when we get to the spoilers, there's just one pure reason why it's a 4-star, not a 5-star, but we could get there later. Well, I mean, I guess it's not spoilers, actually. It's not spoilers. There was, I think she was trying to do so many different things and follow so many different ideas that none of them were completely fleshed out, or not, maybe they were fleshed out, but they weren't as deep as they could have been. Like, they could have omitted a couple, I don't know, plot, like the romance. Like, if that wasn't there, like, maybe the seances could have been creepier and like a little bit more interesting. Like, I just felt like there was too much in the amount of pages that were here. So,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think that, like, I wasn't shocked by the twists because I wasn't invested in the characters. Yeah. And like I think she does atmosphere really well, and like those gothic vibes, or whatever you want to call it, but like the 1800s vibes. I don't remember what Lost Apothecary was. Was it 1800s too? It was somewhere in the way past.
Ooh, it was some. Oh,
those were all of my Dracula editions just dying. That was
2 years.
Oh my god, how very
big layer energy.
Big layer energy. Oh my god. Well, tell me it's 80 degrees. Tell me all my freaking books are falling. What were we talking about? The Lost Apothecary.
Yeah.
Like in the same time period. Yeah, she does that really well. But
one of them was present day, and then the other one was in the 1800s or something.
Yeah. I just like, I know a lot of people felt this way, but it felt like the Diviners, and I haven't read the Diviners since like the beginning of college. I read it, but like, and there's an Evie. Evie is the main character in the Diviners too, so I was like, there's no way that's a coincidence.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because like the sister's name is Evie. Hold on, I have to like think about the twist. Did I like the twist? I don't even know. I think I just like tried to rush it too much. I don't know if it was that or because I didn't really care about the characters. I'm not quite sure. I haven't nailed that down.
Yeah, I don't think that the twist was anything like super crazy, but I did enjoy the final like 50 pages with the final seance and like how it actually ended. I liked the final seance. I think there were times within the seances and things where it got a little bit like ruthless, like a little bit violent, and I was all there for it. I felt like that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, the final seance was cool. It was kind of confusing. I had to definitely like slow down the audiobook for that part. Because I tried to listen to like 3-point speed because I wanted to finish it in like 3 days. Because I was following along, but it did get confusing. And then like that might be a spoiler. We'll talk about that later. 85% done. Okay, I will warn before we go into spoilers. Hello. Love the book. I'm so glad. 4 stars, 3 stars, 3. 4 out of 5, between 2 and a 3. Oh, not a 2. 3, maybe 3.5. Thank you. Yep. Janiversary. I hated having to read more. Literally, I was trying to think of like whose perspective would I have preferred, or if I just would have preferred one perspective. Maybe Vaudeline's perspective. I don't know. But I didn't like Morley's thoughts either.
Yeah, I think. Oh, well, that's spoilers.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think it was necessary for what it was. But
yeah.
I don't know.
Because that was one of the twists, was, you know, something that we didn't know was going on, or something that we thought was going on, but it wasn't going on. You know.
Yeah, she definitely, like, I think the pacing was okay, and like the reveals were done well, but like the twists itself weren't like jaw-dropping, groundbreaking.
Yeah, I think they were like, I liked them, but they were just kind of like, oh, nice.
Nice, you did that.
Nice.
Told him, but he sounded evil. Yeah. Sounded kind of pretentious. But yeah, that's what it says.
Pretentious and serial killery.
Would have preferred it. Exactly. And memories that drew me out of the story. Yeah, I liked the way she did the dual timeline in Lost Apothecary. And I thought that's what we were getting, but no. just 2 POVs. Couldn't get into the characters. Exactly same. A ghost? How fitting. A ghost for what?
Oh, the Dracula.
Oh! I was like, my tattoo?
That as well.
God, yeah. It's because I just took a picture of them. And then, like, I guess I didn't place them back properly. I don't know. That's what I thought reminded me of the Diviners. Yeah, it was very comparable to the Diviners. I need to reread that because I think I gave it like 2 or 3 stars when I was like.
I found the I don't know what company, but like the special editions of the Diviner series on Pango Books. And they're so stunning. I want them so bad, but I can't justify what people sell them for.
Yeah, the one with the like stenciled edges that all connect. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah, I don't know which edition of the Diviners I found at Half Price Books, but it's like a shorter, stubbier one, and it's like light blue. But I tried to look up like the rest of them, and they don't really match. So I don't know what that's about. Currently reading the final Séance, but I don't care enough to be bothered by spoilers. Okay, that's fair. We'll probably get into spoilers like right now. So, give me violence, give me death. I love the asterisk.
Right.
All right, we're gonna try to utilize my banners. Spoiler time. Okay.
I'm proud of you for using your banners.
Thanks. I have them at all times and I just don't use them. Spoiler time. Okay, so where do we start? We didn't even, I told myself I would start giving synopses at these live shows in the beginning.
Oh. I mean, if we're here, we've all read it for the most part.
For the most part.
I mean,
some people show up and then they're like, maybe I want to read this, but
that's fair.
I guess the surface level thoughts kind of, yeah.
Literally my when I just filmed my wrap up, that's for Sunday, and I had such a hard time trying to give a synopsis about this. I felt like I was talking for like 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, I guess we can, okay, since we mentioned the romance, we can start with the romance.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why? I don't understand. Like, first of all, I thought Vaudeline was like an old lady, like old.
Me too. Literally, yes. Everyone, when we did my book club discussion, we were all like, well, one, that's like the name just gives like old witch energy. Vaudeline Belair, like
yeah.
Okay.
I thought she was like swarmy marmy, like, you know, those cliche, like, yeah. And then I thought she was what the fuck's her name? What's her name?
Lena?
What's the main character's name?
Lena.
She's like what, 24 or something?
Mm-hmm.
So like that was kind of like, it just didn't feel right.
She read younger.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Vaudeline read much older.
Yeah.
Like it's like an age gap, but it felt like a weird age gap.
Yeah, agreed. Because she was like also like a mentor for like all these people.
Yeah.
And also I think like using Paris and London, I feel like it's gonna sound dumb, but I feel like it was too similar of a like it wasn't too, I don't know, but not similar. You know what I mean?
I do. I wasn't expecting it to be gay, so when it turned out to be gay, I did get excited. But then it
wasn't, yeah.
By the end, I was like, that was not nearly gay enough.
It was like the same. This reminded me a lot of Tripping Arcadia, actually. Was that just me?
That was not me.
Oh.
But I could see why you would say that.
Like, because of the, like, rich elite society, and then, like, the mentorship, and then the not gay enough.
Yeah. No, yeah, Tripping Arcadia was not gay enough. I agree.
Yeah.
Like, the masturbation scene was much longer than it needed to be.
The masturbation scene.
Yeah, when she was like,
wasn't it like a page?
And she was like, I hope Vaudeline's right here, and like,
oh, yeah. Yes.
I feel like maybe it was just like because I was listening to it and reading it, just felt like it was longer, but I felt like it was like 3 pages long.
Yeah, I think it was like a page, and I was listening to it pretty fast, so I kind of just but LOL.
Yeah,
isn't she like 30 in French? Something like that. Possibly. Paris and London. Exactly. Too cliche. Like maybe if it was like London and somewhere in the United States. That would have been a more fun,
or just like even somewhere in like, I don't know, literally like Ireland. I don't know. Anywhere else.
It reminded me too of
Tripping Arcadia, maybe.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's another thing.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
They just didn't have any chemistry beforehand, like you said. It felt forced between them. Yeah, exactly. Forced is the right word for this romance. That's what pissed me off the most. I was like, you're literally like, especially at the end when there were so many intense things going on, and her biggest concern was like, oh my god, how Vaudeline's lips felt on my cheek. Like, there are things floating around and people being possessed, and you're worried about how she felt on your cheek. I also thought that she was the old lady in the beginning. Yeah. I was reading A Master of Gin at the same time, and there was a lot of similar. Oh gosh.
Oh.
I could never read two. Well, sometimes I do, but it's hard for me to read two fantasies at the same time. Well, this is historical fiction.
Yeah, but
never mind. But A Master of Gin did a lot better. I can't stay, but I want to pop in and say hi. Hello, Nicole. Okay. What did I feel like, okay, I actually wrote notes.
Wow.
About the romance. How do you feel about the POVs, which we already kind of talked about? Don't like the narrator for Mr. Morley. I did like that there were shorter chapters, though. So, okay, page 174 was Morley's confession. My question is, did we know that before that page? Because I was like, huh?
Oh, 174. Yeah.
Yeah, so he like confessed everything just casually, like nonchalantly. I was like, did we know that beforehand?
No, we didn't. I mean, there were little breadcrumbs that like it could be, because like, well, his point of view has always been like he's playing the good guy. He's working with the upper management, to, weed out the fakes and the people, whatever, using phosphorus and whatever. But then he obviously was like a double agent almost. And then it was just, I kind of liked how it was casual, but like, I don't know. I didn't mind how I kind of liked how he was just like, it's in his chapter, in his monologue, and he's like, had they any idea that the illusionist at the society was ... me? Like, I was like, it's so dramatic, like, and for what?
I know. Yeah, I was just confused because I was like, did I miss that? Because it was so casual. But I did like the little breadcrumbs when they were finding out like that one really subtle one where only illusionists needed it because like
phosphorus.
Oh, yes, phosphorus to make things glow. Yeah,
it was her sister. I don't remember her sister's name.
Evie,
right. They found it in Evie's belongings, but then I don't know, that whole plot with like thinking her sister was like, I don't know, like becoming a fake medium, or like the fake end of this whole line of work. I thought that was interesting, because she's dead, so we don't get a point of view from her until like we figure everything out later. I kind of liked that addition to it, giving it that sort of like more like gray area, kind of to push the plot forward, make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, when she did, like, I was so confused at first. I was like, how is Evie writing a letter post the deed? And I was like, wait, no, it was what's her face in her memories. And I thought that was really cool, the way she did that.
Wait, what do you mean? I remember the note to...
No, like at the end when was it after the final seance or during when there were 4 of them in 2 bodies, which was really fucking cool.
Yes.
And then Lena was like, everything was in italics, and Lena was intruding.
Oh, yes.
But at the same time, I thought that was kind of redundant because there was a lot of redundancy in this too, like with the whole like explaining how seances work. I feel like that was explained 3 times in complete detail.
Sure, yeah.
And then I feel like when Evie did the whole like the memory thing, we already knew a lot of that. It was just coming from Evie, which I thought was unnecessary. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Short chapters are the only thing keeping me reading. Or were the only, yeah. Did anyone call the twist? Not really. I don't think I cared enough to predict anything.
Which one, though? Like, about...
Okay, so let's list the twists. So there's Mr. Morley being the illusionist guy.
Yeah. Yeah, then there's Evie being, like, working with Baudelaire. Wait, was she actually, though? No, she was on her... Wait. Because Morley wrote the note from Baudelaire that wasn't actually from Baudelaire, but, like, was she and Evie actually working together? I don't even remember. I literally don't even remember.
I don't know. I know, like, yeah, it was a forged letter, which that one I called. Like, when...
Yes, when he was writing or getting the stationery.
Oh, no. I didn't catch that. When Lena found the note and she was like confronting Vaudeline about it or whatever, I was honestly like, no, there's no way. Like, this is too cliche of a twist for one of the main characters to be like the culprit or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's not. And then when I found out that he forged it, it reminded me of a series of unfortunate events with the left hand twist. Like, she's a lefty when she the signature, remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry if that was a spoiler for anyone. For the series of unfortunate events. And then what else? So Evie was faking, like, dressing up as a guy and stuff to, like, get into the London Séance Society, which at first I was so confused. I was like, okay, like, that was definitely like a red herring, right? Or there was a purpose.
She was trying to learn their ins and outs, and then I think she was trying to take down London Séance Society because the guy, Mr. Morley, he was involved in the seance for their friend that was killed. Remember Eloise, or maybe not Eloise. I don't know. It was it was Eloise and her dad that died, and they did a seance with their mother, with Eloise, the wife of the guy that died.
Mr. Volkman? Mr. Volkman.
Was he in London Séance?
He was the one who stabbed...
Huh?
He's the one who stabbed Evie, and Evie hit him with a bottle of wine.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the Lena and Evie had a friend who died.
Eloise.
Eloise and her dad died. So they died together, and they paid to have a seance done for Eloise and her father to see, like, what actually was going on. Mm-hmm. And the mother ended up marrying someone from the London Séance Society. You know, we find all of that out later. Do you remember any of this? Because that's why Evie was even interested in the London Séance Society, because she knew that the seance that was done for her friend was fake. That's why she was trying to get inside and, like, basically bring to light why, like, all of their misdoings.
Okay, yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar. I finished this book yesterday, and I don't remember half the shit.
Yeah.
You know why, too? Is because one of the reasons is, like, they did something with, like, the recent widows, right? Like, they're marrying off the recent widows for money.
Yeah,
that's what this is, right? See, I started the Bandit
with her dad, her mom.
Sorry, what?
That's what they did with Eloise's mom.
Okay. Yeah, so that was this book. I just started the Bandit Queens, where they're, like, murdering husbands and making it look like an accident. So I was like, it's, like, getting confused in my brain. But yeah, I really like the twist for when the whole, like, stabbing and hitting him with a bottle of wine thing, though.
Yeah.
But, like, also, how do you kill someone with just one bottle of wine? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I thought she was gonna stab him with the glass too, but then I don't know. But I thought that twist was cool too. Did you call the twist? Anyone in the comments? Not yesterday. Literally, Brie. So I'm really scared. We're reading Cathryn House together next month. So please be prepared, because I will not be. Clearly. I didn't figure out the twist of Morley's confession beforehand, but it wasn't stated, I don't think. The twist of beforehand. Yeah. yeah, I thought I missed it because it was so just.
Yeah, it definitely you didn't miss anything.
Okay. Evie was my favorite character. I don't know who my favorite character was. Oh, I have a banner for that too. Let's go. I have a characters banner. I don't know who my favorite character was.
I think Evie was the most interesting because she was the one that was like, we felt like she was bad and like a negative character, like working with them, trying to just make money off of also being a fake medium. But then we realized later that she was actually trying to take them down. So like her arc I thought was really interesting, especially how like she killed that Volkman and then she died, obviously. But
yeah,
I thought she was the most interesting for sure.
I thought Vaudeline was going to be my most,
like,
my favorite one, but alas, we didn't even get a POV from her.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Lena having to figure out who her sister was the most interesting. Wait, who her sister was?
Yeah, like in a sense of like who she like, because they thought because she was like being fake and like
what she did.
Yeah.
Exactly. So much redundancy.
Yeah.
All the twists that came at the end gave me whiplash. Got to a point where I felt like I didn't know the characters at all. Literally. And I was shook when like they were getting all possessed and then it was like, I am Evie, not Lena. And I was like, wow. Yeah. And I just watched Evil Dead Rise, so I was like, that's fucking creepy. Volkman killed Evie. That's the most interesting thing. I read it like just as you said it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that was like my favorite part. I have a banner for that.
In the cellar. I have a banner too.
What was your favorite and least favorite part?
Yeah, I like the last seance with all the 4 people involved, and I think I really, really loved the epilogue also, actually. Like the final line, like, gentlemen, your ruse has come to an end. I don't know, that whole like little part, like I actually really loved that.
Yeah, it was definitely a powerful epilogue with like taking down the London Séance Society and stuff. So that was cool. What is it? Morally murder rich men, marry off widows of society. Oh, we already talked about everything in my notes, so that's cool. Forged letter. Oh, who the hell was Mel? Can someone just explain to me who the hell Mel was? And
I need more information because no, I can't.
Yeah, me neither. I don't, because like,
where was this person?
Somewhere in the middle. It felt like they just came out of nowhere. I don't know if they were working for some of these people or what, but it was like, I don't even remember.
I'm glad. Is it Sasha or Sash is here? Sash. Because join my side of enjoying this book, please. Please and thank you. I am fighting for my life.
Hey, I didn't hate it. I think the way, like, the world, I don't know if you would call it world building because it's kind of like facts on how seances work and stuff. Yeah. But like the way it was like all explained, I think it mostly felt natural, besides the redundant parts.
Yeah.
Like,
I was just vibing the whole time. I had a good time. And that's how I felt about Lost Apothecary too. Like I just like went in not expecting much and then just ended up enjoying the whole thing. Except, you know, random parts that it obviously wasn't 5 stars, but like I had a good time, you know?
Yeah. I really like the poison part of that book, of any book, really. And I've been reading unintentionally more and more of those. V.
I know she's stretching.
Stretch? No one liked it. No, I didn't. I gave it a 3, Sash.
She was trying to get her tail. Get it, Abby.
Oh my God, the little Kelpie.
You
know, we were right. Kelpies are like a mythical sea creature thing.
Yes.
Because I read a book that had Kelpies and I was like, oh my God,
Ovid.
Same great vibes and having the sapphic romance. Not a plus. That was like my least favorite part was the romance. I didn't think it needed it. Did the Lost Apothecary had that romance that had like the marriage going to shit. I like that. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'll reread it slower one of these days. Maybe.
I mean,
I'm gonna keep it on my shelves because it's pretty as fuck. Like I'm not gonna haul it.
I mean, I thought that the breadcrumbs were done pretty well with the like all the different plot twists, and when things slowly started coming to light, like I was really confused most of the book until like about like why we cared about Eloise and her dad, and like how like Eloise wasn't even supposed to die because they were just trying to kill her dad so that they could marry off her mom.
That's right. I remember now. They were taking a walk and the dad got killed and they didn't want
to take that walk every day, but then Eloise decided to go with them that day, so then they had to kill her too.
I remember.
I'm proud of you.
The gears are turning.
Because when that happened, I was like, okay.
Okay. Did you like the seduction part? Like their whole plan of like locking Morley in that fucking wherever they were, that room.
Oh my God. No. So stupid. Okay. No, like I liked the plan. Because I obviously I was like, yes, men are stupid and like he will fall for it, you know. Yeah. But like Lena, you had one job. You literally had one job. The whole thing was riding on your one job.
Yeah, and she fucking failed. She's like, fuck, I didn't hit him hard enough. Really?
You didn't even like you
didn't try. Why did you use a candlestick? You didn't have any other weapon in there?
10 seconds of hesitation where like in those 10 seconds it could have been done. Oh my God. That part I was like, what are you waiting for? That part.
Yeah, I was like, Vaudeline's really putting all her trust, banking all of it in this one basket. And the basket was Lena. And the basket had a hole in it. Like same great. Love it. Had a good time too, liked it a lot and loved Lena's relationship with her friends. Yeah. Wasn't she in love with Eloise too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had that like the hexagon or triangle or whatever the fuck was on that note. I don't know. That was also like not very fleshed out. It could have been like, I know like in this time, you know, like you don't, you know, Avi, they weren't very like, they weren't able to talk about it out loud, which I understand. Mm-hmm. But it felt like it wasn't like explored or explained at all. It was like talked about minimally once or twice, and we were just meant to believe it when, again, there was like just the chemistry in all of the relationships could have been done better.
Yeah.
Especially the sapphic ones, because obviously we got the hetero when like Messenger Morley was like so infatuated with Evie, like that was easy to believe because it was written like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed, for sure. I think she tied everything well, but why was Evie obsessed with Eloise as well?
Oh, because she died with her dad, and the seance that was done for Eloise's mom was like horrible. It was like it was not done correctly. It was like definitely just falsified, and then shortly after the seance, Eloise's mom ends up marrying someone because that's what the Seance Society does. So she was like obsessed with figuring out what the society did to make that happen. So I think that was why.
There you go. What a great answer. I love some of the quotes about power. This is power is subtle and unlike anything Lena had witnessed a woman exert over a man. Yeah, wait. But still superior. They want to feel. I liked. I marked one that was on that I opened to randomly, and it was about men as well, but it wasn't the same theme. I highlighted men want to feel pursued but still superior. They want to feel understood but not exposed. They want control over you. They want to believe you're a fool, unaware of it. And that was the seduction scene. So, yeah, in theory, that plan was great. But Lena, girly, you didn't know what you were doing. What else? Sears brass candlestick is honestly a legit weapon, though. Yeah, if she used it correctly.
Yeah, literally.
At first, I thought it was just like I think I missed brass the first time I like rushed through it. I thought she was just literally using a candlestick and she was about to burn him or something. Wasn't there a part where like he was about to burn something down at the end?
Yeah, he had explosives. He was going to blow up the entire crypt with them in it. Like he was supposed to, his plan was to, like, he went and lit the fuse that had this 35 minutes or whatever allotted time until it blew up, and he was supposed to like step outside for some air when it was about to blow, and it obviously ended up not happening, but he was boom, yes, boom, not yes.
Yes. Yeah, I was excited for that part. I thought it was going to be this big ass fire, which I love in books for some reason. Because
instead, it just ended with him being trapped in hell forever.
I just thought Eloise was having a thing with both sisters. Not both sisters.
Oh yeah, no. Also, let me just say why Lena was also annoying, because I'm going through my tabs. Like on page 193, just like, I mean, just in general, I don't even know if that 193 doesn't really matter. But like, for example, this isn't on that page. I'm sending that. But she, like, when she just decided, I mean, like, maybe this is 193, whatever. But when she just took it upon herself to change, like, just tell him, like, yeah, Evie Wicks was my sister, and like start like go like decided to just like, instead of being inconspicuous and instead of like going under the radar and like being smart about it, she was just like showed all of her cards, and she was like, yes, this is who I am, this is who you've been sleeping with, and I am going to take you down. Like, it was,
she definitely read like very naive, and
no, so naive. There was zero stealth, and like she was like, oh my god, just so stupid.
Zero stealth. Yeah, I wonder if the author did that on purpose as like a plot driver, just to like keep things going, or if that was an accident. What was this? Modeling. I don't fucking know. I highlighted that too. Yeah, there were some really good quotes for sure. I think I marked them yellow. Let's see what this one is.
Yeah, Lena was a bit dumb. That's indeed.
Oh, I keep turning to the same freaking line.
A line that was brought up in my book club, at least, was just the simple, I misplaced my monocle. And people really loved that.
Wait, you said your patrons loved that?
Yes.
I was like,
It was the quote of the book. I misplaced my monocle.
Yeah, that was when they like snuck into the room and accidentally bumped a table, right? Or
I think so, yeah. That was also stupid. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what?
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you think it was stupid on the women's part?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. I was like, if you're gonna fucking break the rules, like, make it clean.
Have stealth.
Shit. Yeah, don't move shit. Are you kidding? Like, I don't know.
So annoying.
Oh, I did like this on page 90. Just because you keep your empathy locked away doesn't make you insensitive. The empathy is there. You're simply very skilled at setting it aside.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably underline that as well, because that sounds like nursing.
I could see it. I thought that at one point too, but realized it was true girl friendship love. Yay for girl friendships. Yeah, Lena was a bit dull. I was surprised Evie gave it up to Morley, honestly, but like she was the badass. Evie gave it up. That's so funny. Just the way that's worded.
I did underline it.
You did underline it?
Yes. I also hated being in Morley's perspective and just getting his like inner monologue of just being obsessed with getting like to sleep with Evie and just like touch her more, and like she gradually let me touch her more and blah blah blah. And I was like, you're just disgusting. You're just disgusting.
You're just disgusting. And the Mr. Dankworth thing, I just felt like there were too many characters.
With none of them being explored enough.
Yeah. Like we get it as a society, but you don't need to name everyone in the society. You know? Like we don't need them all by name. But Mr. Dankworth, that was the same man who'd led Eloise's Séance. Okay, so he had significance, but still. What was this blue tab? Oh, the abuse. They abused the vulnerable, particularly women. Yeah, I don't know. What were you expecting? Like, what did you think the London Séance Society was when you, like, going into it?
Like the whole book or like the society in the book?
Like the society. Like they're like objective.
I was wildly unsure about all of it.
Yeah, I had no expectations, honestly. I just wanted the creepy séance vibes.
Right.
I got them.
Yeah. It could have been like a little bit creepier. The last one was great, but like I thought we would get more of it leading up. And what I also something that I thought this book, because in the synopsis it talks about how like she works closely with the police force to, you know, get like resurrect the victims so that they can tell who murdered them, you know, so that they can bring justice to these people. And going into this whole book, I thought that we were going to get like much more like detective things.
I was thinking the same thing.
But I didn't want it that. I was like worried that was going to be the case, that it was going to be like about the police and the detectives and then also the mediums, but I wanted the mediums and also the detectives, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's what it ended up being. But like going into the book, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. Like with they were working closely and everything, and how I guess I kind of wanted more of like the true crime.
There was literally one frumpy cop and he was dirty.
He was dirty.
He was. He was like like sleeping with the women in the pleasure house or whatever they call it.
Why did you call it that? Is that what it's called?
I mean, that's brothel. Some brothel, yeah. Some books call it that. Yeah, I've read that before.
I hate it.
I know, me too. That is not a me creation, I promise.
Milk toast is the
milk toast.
Why was Morley POV in a different person? That threw me off. Wait, what? Why was Morley's POV in
the audiobook?
Oh, like third person versus first person type thing? Is that what you're saying, Sash? Yeah, I think Morley was first person, right? Yeah. And then Lena was third person. Ah, yes. That's like, isn't that like a fucking golden rule of writing to never mix like person, like what's it called?
Interesting.
Person narrative. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I guess like she got away with it because it's separate. What?
That's interesting. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that did feel off now that I think about it, especially with the audiobook. Yeah, I've been noticing it more and more ever since Tammy from Tammy Tries to Read told me that like she sometimes is not in the mood for first person, like being in someone's head. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I never like paid attention to that.
Yeah, that's
my mood versus that. Mm-hmm. You know, and, like sometimes it's true. Like sometimes I don't want to be knowing what goes on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What else? We're cutting time. We're almost at time, which is fine because I'm sweating. But I guess we could do last minute thoughts. What else? I think we talked about it's short, so I feel like we covered most of it. Did you? Oh wait, no. Yours probably doesn't have the extra content. No. Yeah. This is exclusive for BNN readers. I didn't even bother. So there's like this whole article about something. I didn't even bother reading it because I didn't really care.
There's like recipes in the back of mine, but that's it.
You the month edition? That's interesting. Oh wait, me too. Victorian funeral feasting.
If it's in this one, I'm sure it's in yours.
Oh, do it yourself 3-layer trick candle. That's cool. I would never do it though, but.
And that's same, and that's on being lazy.
It felt so centered on the men and their misdeeds. I would have liked more of a centering on the women leading people to justice. I hated how centered the men/crimes were disgusting morally. That's fair.
Yeah. I feel like there is a mix of both because, I mean, well, I think that the portion of the women, like, bringing them to justice was, like, a hill that they were climbing the whole book. And then it finally happened, obviously, but it could have been more. I think I would agree with you.
Yeah, I think the men's misdeeds were just a lot more intense. That's why. Because we get Evie trying to be like undercover and shit.
Yeah, because the men were like literally like murdering, just like I don't know if extortion of the wives. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but you know what I'm saying.
Extortion, exploitation. I don't know.
Exploitation, maybe. Caleb, are you there? Did I use that right? Extortion. Yeah. Define.
You like essentially hold some knowledge or some blackmail type.
Oh, like blackmail. Threaten to.
Reveal it or whatever. Do something that they don't want to happen. Unless they like give you money or whatever.
I mean, like sort of.
Oh yeah, that checks out a little bit.
A little bit. Let's put that in marriage.
The recipes are in the NetGalley. Oh, really? That's wild. That it's for the NetGalley too. It's awesome that you got an arc. I would have loved Evie's POV. Yeah.
We got some of it.
Yeah, at the end.
But didn't
memories?
Oh! I was thinking of Morley's flashbacks of his time with Evie. That's what I was thinking of. That's my bad.
It's okay. I had a lot of bads this live show. Same Amber trying to be undercover and hiding her disgust of Morley. It could never be me.
Yeah,
I would never be that dedicated to anything to deal with disgusting men.
I literally thought you just said dedicated to dick, and I was like, I mean, that checks out.
That exactly. All right. I'm hungry and hot.
Yeah.
So
I'm sticky because we sweat at tennis and I haven't showered yet.
Yeah. It's okay. We can go. Did you get your editing done today?
I did. I haven't read a single page though. I listened to the audio of I'm reading the verifiers right now. Listen to that while I cleaned, but
the verifiers
by Jane Patton.
Yeah, that's a book of the month, right? The orange and yeah. Are you liking it?
Yeah. I'm kind of in the mood for like a mystery detective sort of style book, which I'm never really. So I'm jumping on this mood.
I'm reading this because it's my Patreon buddy read, and I'm like halfway through ish. It's all right. And then I started this for Noelle's book club.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember you saying you always look for amber in books, like me with Chicago. Not as a color describing some dude's eyes, but as amber. I'm dead. Go check out Sid's channel. She posted a vlog today. Get those vlog views up because they're very underrated.
They are a lot of work. They're a lot of work.
Literally. So I'm glad people prefer my vlogs over my sit downs because vlogs are a lot more effort.
They really, really are.
Okay. That is all. Thanks for joining us on this full moon. I'll see y'all next month with Bree from Bree Sherry Reads. We're gonna read Cathryn House by Elizabeth Thomas. Didn't you love that book?
It was 5 out of 5, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you'll either love it or you will hate it.
But I like Mexican Gothic. I gave Mexican Gothic.
It's different.
Okay.
I don't know. Obviously it's more like academic in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you like tandem reading, but the audiobook is really good.
Yeah, I did that with the London Séance Society.
I didn't know how often you did it though. Like with Cathryn House, it's like the audiobook is really good because there's like culty chants, like there's chanting at some parts, and like if you're reading it, it's likely that you'll just like skip over all of the repetition. But hearing it is like really entrancing. It's really good.
Oh God, that's creepy.
It's really good.
It's got the audio of Cathryn House. I hope it's available.
Do it.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a high rating for me.
I hope it is.
But every time I fucking say that.
I know.
Except Hellbent.
Go and expect nothing.
Okay. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Have a good day or night, whatever. Now I'm excited for Cathryn House audio. Yeah, I will take your word for that. All right, toodaloo, everybody. Love y'all. See you next, whenever. Okay, bye.